Imagine you open your eyes, and suddenly you're no longer in the modern world. No smartphones, no cars, no electricity. Instead, you find yourself standing in ancient China over 2,000 years ago. What would your day be like? Would you survive? Or would you wish you had never traveled back in time? The answer might surprise you. As the sun rises, your day begins much earlier than you're used to. There's no alarm clock to wake you up. Instead, roosters crow across the village, and people are already working before the first rays of sunlight reach the ground. If you're a farmer, and most people were, you don't have the luxury of sleeping in. Your family's survival depends on the crops you grow. But here's the first challenge. What do you eat for breakfast? Forget cereal, pancakes, or toast. Your morning meal would likely be a simple bowl of millet porridge or rice, depending on where you lived. Meat is rare and expensive. Most ordinary people only eat it on special occasions. Could you survive on such a simple diet every day? After breakfast, it's time for work. And ancient China was not an easy place to live. Farmers spend hours in the fields under the hot sun, planting rice, harvesting crops, or caring for animals. There are no tractors, no machines, and no modern tools. Everything is done by hand. One mistake, one drought, or one flood could mean disaster for your entire family. But not everyone is a farmer. Maybe you're a merchant traveling along busy trade routes. Maybe you're a scholar studying for important government exams. Or maybe you're a soldier guarding the borders of a massive empire. Ancient China offered many paths, but each came with its own challenges. Now, imagine you're a young scholar. Every day you spend countless hours memorizing ancient texts. Why? Because passing the imperial examinations could completely change your life. These exams were incredibly difficult. Some people studied for years and still failed. But if you succeeded, you could become a government official and earn respect, wealth, and influence. Here's a question. Would you have the patience to study for years with no guarantee of success? As midday arrives, bustling markets come alive. Merchants sell silk, pottery, tea, spices, and countless other goods. The smell of food fills the air. People from different regions gather to trade and share news. In many ways, these markets were the social media of the ancient world. But life wasn't always peaceful. Ancient China faced wars, invasions, and political struggles. During certain periods, massive armies marched across the land. Entire cities could be affected by conflict. If you lived near the frontier, danger might always be just around the corner. As evening approaches, families return home. Without electric lights, most activities end shortly after sunset. People gather around oil lamps, sharing stories, discussing local events, and preparing for the next day. Entertainment is simple, but family and community play a huge role in daily life. Then darkness falls. The stars shine brighter than anything you've probably seen in the modern world. There are no city lights blocking the sky, just thousands of stars stretching across the heavens. And as you lie down to sleep, exhausted from a day of hard work, you realize something important. Life in ancient China was often difficult. People worked harder, lived with more uncertainty, and had fewer comforts than we do today. Yet they built one of the world's greatest civilizations, creating inventions like paper, gunpowder, the compass, and printing that would change human history forever. So, here's the final question. If you had the chance to spend one day in ancient China, would you take it? Or would you be counting the minutes until you could return home? Let me know what you think and where in history you'd like to travel next.